morning. Hi, I'm Kylie Mowbray Allen from Hello Media, and you're tuning in to the Bite Size Business Live podcast, the show that helps small business owners get clarity and insight to grow their dream business. And today I'm here with Ash Griffin. Ash is the happy therapist, and today we've got a very exciting topic. And I'm really super pumped to chat with you about it. I've just realized, hang on, I forgot the topic. Ash, what's the topic?
Creating certainty in an uncertain world.
Excellent. Ash, we've had a little bit of a debacle behind the scenes this morning, right? With a little bit of technical hiccups, glitches, etc. So literally my mind went blank. I looked into the chat to see if it had been written in there, and I'm like, ooh, over to the guest for the intro. So I think that's a great topic and a great segue to a really discombobulated morning. And so, creating certainty in an uncertain world. I'm glad we can both laugh about it.
Of course.
So, Ash, tell us first of all, before we chat about uncertainty, tell us a little bit about what you do as the happy therapist.
Okay, I help individuals, couples and businesses communicate within themselves and also to the outer world, and just bring understanding, healing, new energy into their world. So with individuals, it seems to be more about past trauma and moving forward in uncertainty, and a lot of us being able to let go of the past and move into the future is to just step out into some kind of faith, uncertainty and belief in yourself. But most of the time we have beliefs about ourselves that hold us back and hinder us and self-sabotage. So I just help individuals overcome that. And it works the similar ways with couples and businesses as well. We just look at the hurdles and see the patterns and then overcome from there.
Brilliant. And as I was about to say, as you know, yet again, what an odd thing to say, but yes, we have worked together for a long time. It's just incredible being part of your programs, your one-on-ones. I absolutely love it. Highly recommend it to anyone that would like to connect with Ash. Honestly, it's just extraordinary. So let's go in though to certainty and uncertainty, because that's just the line. We are in such an uncertain world right now, whether we're looking at politics in the world. I mean, look what's just happened in Britain this past week. That's a very uncertain time for people. And you'd think that would be just for people in Britain, but no, it's got, effects that flow on from that, of course. We've got uncertainty around politics, uncertainty around the climate, uncertainty around jobs. Just closer to home, we've got uncertainty. You and I are both here in the Northern Rivers, so the New South Wales far north coast. We've just had a week of worry around new flooding issues and stuff. So what a year, what a few years. So we could definitely go into a state of doom and gloom and panic and worry. And I was talking with a client yesterday about just the way that they want to portray their business. So they were in the IT field. And how important it was not to jump on the bandwagon that everyone else in the IT field seems to be doing, which is talking about the hacking and the scares and the scams and all the major problems that are going on, but actually being solution focused. So, hey, here's a great idea of how to up your security in this, so looking at that positives. So as a first point, Ash, would you say that that's something that you think is so important for sessions?
It is so important to find solutions within yourself, because like you said, we're living in an uncertain world, and even without what's going on in our current environment, there's always uncertainty anyway in life. Life just isn't certain. So often the clients that I work with who suffer anxiety and depression have a high need for certainty. And so I try and encourage them to allow to let go and not be in so much control of things that you can't change, you know, like, and ruminate over and over again, which causes you to retreat and not find solutions. Okay, so solution based is progress, and it also keeps the mind active into what next, and also the feeling of feeling like you're progressing in some way is happiness. Like, any progress equals happiness, right? So most of the time people think it's the end goal, that they finally go, yes, yes, but it's actually the journey that fulfills people and empowers people to move forward, even if it's uncertain. It's just that they're ticking off little boxes, they're making minute changes, that they feel better, they feel more confident. And so, like, their system inside is more engaged and motivated and inspired to move forward, rather than staying stuck in fear. Which is what uncertainty creates, you know. So, and also I share a lot in my women's groups that I run, and it's come up a lot in the last couple of weeks, and I always let them know the quality of your life, anyone's life, is in direct proportion to the amount of uncertainty you can comfortably live with.
Can you say that one again? That was great.
So the quality of your life it runs in direct proportion to the amount of uncertainty you can comfortably live with. Brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant. I love it.
And so, and if you want to dilute that, it's the quality of your life is in direct proportion to the quality of your emotions. Because if you cannot live with the amount of uncertainty, that uncertainty creates fear, anxiety, depression. You feel stuck, you don't move forward. So that's the quality of your life, because you're feeding back those emotions over and over and over again, which your body then takes on as well, and you don't move forward. Whereas if you can open up and see uncertainty as a challenge and something that's just always going to be there, then we can also move through it. And it's kind of like surrendering or dancing with it. Okay, it's never going to go away, but if you know how to kind of dance with it and feel it when it comes, but acknowledge it for what it is, but also know that it'll go.
I like that you say also know that it'll go, because that's probably one of the biggest uncertainties is when we think about business owners and we look at the uncertainty of where things are at right now, worldwide and of course domestically too. So the economy, interest rates, all those kinds of things. How do you then say know that will go when we don't know what's going to go on in the world?
Again, I would always go back to yourself and find solutions with yourself. Okay, so I think that in these days, particularly where there is fear around interest rates and inflation and work and whatever, the more you can tap into you and make your why a must. Okay, so let's just go to someone that's in business and starting to feel overwhelmed and what's the point, or I don't know what I'm going to do, and they're taking all of that energy and those emotions on. Instead of seeing that, go, I have to change these feelings. I have to change how I'm perceiving the world and my business. And as soon as you create a big enough why you have to change and why you must instead of should, right, that will open up, because you're changing your state then into empowerment and new ideas and creativity and curiosity and a new kind of motivation and inspiration to try new things, just like we all did at COVID. Like pivot became just a boring word in the end because, it was just like attached to everything. Everyone was doing it. So it's super important then if you are stuck in that state, really tune into yourself. And I'd encourage you to close your eyes and just almost meditate on what you want to achieve, what you want to do, what you know is in you to succeed and move forward. Because when we're hit with often it's in crisis and in pain that we actually know how strong we are and how much we can move forward.
So true. So true, Ash. I think that's really great that you said that, because crisis and pain is something that's going to happen to us at any time, unexpectedly, of course, uncertainty, right? So suddenly we've got two prime examples here. I have a husband with a disability who, out of the blue, boom, had an accident. Yeah. You've got a husband who, boom, out of the blue, was sick. Yeah. So what do we do? How do we keep going? What do you collapse in a heap like you actually might want to, but we are business owners, we're mothers, we are members of different things in our communities. Yeah. So the uncertainty comes. What is certain? What is certain is that I know that I need to get up in the morning and do my thing where I, one thing that I'm grateful for every day, and boom, off I go, start my day and tackle each day as a fresh day.
Absolutely.
Do you think that the morning routine's super important?
You have to have some kind of priming, meditation, gratitude space. And the more you know your intentions, like your subconscious mind thrives on goals, so everything you do, even if it's on the phone and you're talking to your mum, have an outcome that you want so that your subconscious mind knows what it needs to get. Okay, so I might just be on the phone to mum and have just a mediocre conversation and say, see you later. But if I set my outcome to, I want my mum to know I love her so, so much, that's going to naturally come through in that conversation anyway. So the more
beautiful.
The more you can set outcomes for your day and set those intentions, you've already triggered and rewired your reticular activating system, where you're going to look for opportunities to be able to reach whatever goal you've set, either for the day, the week, the year, and so forth. But also, Kylie, if I can use you as an example, because you said it, when Rich had his accident, you would have gone through your grief and you would have gone through massive amounts of change and emotional roller coaster. But when things started kind of you could see things that's not so fuzzy and crazy, you would have just gone, I have a daughter, I now have a husband who can't work, and I need to do something, right? So that's giving you your why, and it's no longer, I should have a business. It's I must have a business and successful and to move forward and to have, be able to provide for my family, right? So already you'd set that goal, you'd set that intention, and you physically feel it, because even if it's fear-driven at first, it's propelling you forward into something that you have to create because you've got no choice, right? So as soon as you start to feel and think about and create ideas, but you're feeling that potential within you, right? You then go into action. So you would have created your business, you would have got some buzz, you would have gained some traction. So you're getting then results. Okay, so there's the potential, there's the action, then there's the results. And then the fourth one, you're going to reinforce the belief. So just say your results are good results and you're starting to gain traction, you're going to go, yes, this is working, I can do it, and I'm going to kill it as a working mum and a carer, and so that inspires you even more, and you're energizing, and that's what you're doing on a morning. You're seeing, you're believing, you're creating, you're doing, because what have you got to lose? Otherwise you're sitting on a morning having your tea going, I wonder what the day is going to bring.
Yes,
You know?
everything you said is so perfect. And back then, the business that I started was I was designing kids' eco toys and decor. And initially, it was that I could build a website and I could do all that stuff for it, work from home, etc., and do like a few markets a month. So that felt manageable. Then it was growing and growing and growing. So then I was like, I'm now going to go away and do expos. And that was where it was really exciting for me, because I felt like I might never be able to go away again with my situation. So even though I felt guilty to go away for a holiday, I didn't feel guilty to go away for work. And it was always a finite time. It took me a lot of prep to get there, extra carer hours coming in and that kind of thing. But that gave me a little bit of freedom, which felt really important to me. And then, of course, it grew and grew. And then there was trade shows and all kinds of stuff going on. But I felt empowered. And so everything you've said is exactly right. So yes, the day-to-day life was extremely challenging. Juggling it all was extremely challenging. I survived on very little sleep for very many years, but I made it happen. And you're so right, it was exhilarating, absolutely proving to myself that I could actually do it, that I could do this juggle where I didn't know of another quad wife that worked.
No.
It felt good.
And you know what? That's another amazing thing where you become certain. You just bring your certainty within, because it doesn't matter what's going on in the outside world. You can do you, right? And you can set yourself up and have the insight and the conscious awareness to then respond to the outside, right? So if there's nothing you can do about the UK politics, you can have an opinion, you can feel it, but you don't have to take it on and live in fear and go, oh my goodness, and then this, and then that, because you actually can't control that. But what you can control is your next move in you, so that you can better your business, your family's secure, and you're going to keep reaping the rewards that way, where no matter what happens, at least you've done what you can to stay in a way certain and safe.
Yes, I love it. So it's the little bits that are so important that make the big difference.
Huge. Every single day. Yeah. So, and it's so important to set your mind again, like, you know, with those goals, with those intentions, with that motivation, but more so when your mind's there, your body, like even me just talking now, when I'm talking about motivation, excitement, energy, moving forward, you know, creativity, la, 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 I'm open and I'm moving. So you can feel that those thought patterns and those feelings create energy in my body, right? And when I use the example of, or you can sit back and go, I wonder what the day brings. See, straight away, my body just went into that space. And that's what I don't think a lot of people are aware of, is that your physiology is key. You know, it creates that energy and it feeds off the mind, and you can do more and more and more through that.
That's so interesting. And I so completely agree with everything you've said. I love it. I wonder, Ash, if we can pick up and do part 2 of this conversation. I feel like there's still so much to cover. So let's chat behind the scenes and get that happening.
Beautiful.
And thank you so much for being with me today. That was
Thank
just
you for having me.
Insightful, and I feel energized for sure. And I know that everybody listening is going to go, there's so many ways that you can change for yourself the way you approach your business, approach your life, no matter what's going on around you.
Yes.
So I think that was just fabulous. So Ash, how can people get in touch with you?
I'm on Facebook, The Happy Therapist Australia, same with Instagram, and a website that's half done. And I saw it the other night, and I'm like, because my husband's doing it, and I'm like, I went to check my website and there's a guinea pig photo. Can we fix that up?
How cute.
So the website with my number, and you can contact me through that, is thehappytherapist.com.au.
Awesome. Love it, Ash. Love it so much. Well, thank you so much. I look forward to picking this up for part 2 of our chat. And Thanks everybody for being with us, tuning in, and we look forward to catching you next time. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thanks,
And
Kylie.
do the little bits, the morning routine. I think that's what we've picked up from here. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye, Ash. Bye, everyone. Mwah. See you.
Bye.